All right, the veteran. This will be the first time that we have not asked someone to do a 2-minute life story because you've been in here before. You've interned with this group before.
Yep.
And, I mean, is there anything on this campus that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
I think I've checked off all the boxes. I think I've done everything you could possibly do as an Oregon Duck. I think I've done it.
So there's nothing else on the, like, you're done playing bucket list?
I think I'm all good.
Wow.
I think I finished midway through last year. I think once I've done all these shows, I think that'll be, complete. That'll complete my list.
So if I asked 17-year-old Alex, like, hey, what's on the bucket list? And then I ask you now, would it be the same bucket list that it started a few years ago?
I think there's some stuff, I think the interning here, I think that's something I didn't really think about.
Oh, sure.
So I guess my bucket list would have been longer now because I feel like there's stuff that I've done that I didn't know was possible, I guess, when I was 17. So I think that's
good. That means that college was an eye-opening experience, right?
100%.
That's
100%.
good. Okay, so you've done so many of these, right? Like you're the veteran, you're the leader. I'm going to ask you a question that maybe you haven't been asked before. I don't know.
Okay.
You've done so many of these. Is there anything that you wish you had been asked by a schmuck like me that you haven't been asked yet?
Oh, man. I don't know. Nobody really asked us like who the funniest player on the team is.
Okay. Who's the funniest player on the team?
I've been wanting to answer this one. I go in a debate in my head because it's hard. I think it's down to two people.
Okay.
I think Justin Flo, and then I think Isaiah Brevard.
Okay.
I wish they had Isaiah Brevard on, more media stuff because I think like his impressions and like him just like dancing, he's just hilarious.
Okay.
Like he's just a really funny guy to have in the locker room. Right. So nobody really asked those. I think I've heard someone get asked that question maybe once, but nobody really asked that. They just want to go straight to the football stuff.
The football, yeah. Well, it's interesting that there's so much about your identity that's beyond a football player.
Exactly.
But everybody sees you wearing the helmet and the pads, and I get it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame him.
All right, so similar vein then, do you have others? Like, what else do you wish you got asked on these things?
Oh, man. Like, who's the that one's kind of different. Everybody plays video games, so I guess, like, whoever's the best video game player on the team.
Okay. Who's the best video game player on the team?
I have to say I've played with almost everybody. I hate to do this, but I think I'm top 3. I think I might be 3. I think Popo's at 1 or 2.
Oh, wow.
And then I think Keith Brown might hold the number 1 spot.
Now, does it depend on what game you're playing?
No, it does.
Okay.
It does. I only play Call of Duty with them because that's like a total team game. You got to be organized. I love being the team leader. I'm totally a center in that as well.
Sure.
So I think Popo and Keith Brown are probably the 2 best.
Now, were you guys on the same paintball team?
No, well, we did offense versus defense. I only participated in one of the games because I've gone so many times that I was like, you know what, I've had my fun here. So we did the offense versus defense. So actually, I was on different teams as them. I think that's a little bit different.
But I was curious, like those of you that are the Call of Duty experts, are you? Does it apply then?
Maybe we have chemistry.
Strategy-wise,
yeah. I think that would have been interesting if we kind of got a squad up and maybe get another person, have a little squad of 4.
Okay. We heard a little bit, too, recently about the cornhole. And I guess that Jay Butterfield was the far and away best cornhole player?
Yeah, I think that's true. We went over to we had a team barbecue last night, and I think he was kind of dominating the cornhole area.
Well, how's your cornhole game then?
I've gotten better. I think I've definitely improved. I'm not where I want to be, but I've been to enough family events in the past year between weddings and all that stuff and reunions that I think I've improved my cornhole game to where – I can play it in a casual setting. I'm not going to, go play for the pro cornhole league, but I can definitely play it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, cornhole's on not just ESPN 8 The Ocho anymore. Like, this is on ESPN proper these days.
I know, it's big time.
So if you were not playing football, what would you be doing?
Oh, does it have to be another sport?
No.
Because I don't think I wasn't good enough at basketball or any other sport to play in college. What would I be doing? I'd want to say I'd probably have already tried, Twitch streaming.
Okay, sure.
I think I play enough video games where, like, if we're not working out and I'm not doing anything else like schoolwork, I'm like on the game. So I think
So you'd be an esports like.
I'd probably try out for the esports team. I've thought about asking them, but I think it's a little I don't know. I think I'm a little too old for it now because now we're going to start the season. I'm going to be too busy.
Sure.
But I kind of regret because I had like a DM going out to them and I deleted it because like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have enough time because I wanted to reach out to them. But it is like a collegiate sport, so I don't want to be like, hey, you know, I'm kind of good at Call of Duty.
Right.
I could play with you guys. And so I'm sure they're all much better than me. So I didn't want to be like disrespectful and be like, hey, I could come play.
Isn't that amazing though? Because I'm sure there are people out there that are thinking the exact same thing about trying to get on like the football team, for example, right?
Yeah.
Like that's interesting. You know, I don't know if you're familiar, but our guy John Britt, he was an Oregon student, and he won the Atlanta Falcons Club in Madden like year after year.
Oh, really?
Was routinely in the Level Next championship competing. Like there's some good esports at the university.
No, I know. Yeah, Madden I can't play. That's like the most frustrating game of all time. Ryan and I.
Because it's not actually football, right?
No. And yeah, it's not good for me.
Well, new NCAA football coming out next year.
Oh no, that's my favorite. That's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
It's by far my favorite.
Are you to the point where you're playing on Heisman difficulty, sliders are maxed out, and you're still beating the computer by 50?
Oh yeah. No, I mean Ryan Walk and I we've lived together for 3 going on 4 years now, and I remember I had my old Xbox 360 and I found in a random case the NCAA 14, so we'd like connect to the internet, update the rosters so we were in the game.
Yep.
And so we've updated the rosters every single year and we haven't played that much lately, but I remember the COVID summer we'd play all the time.
Yeah. There's been you remember back in the day there were online dynasties, okay? So me and my buddies, like, they're buddies from the dorms. Like, this online dynasty goes back to me being in the dorms of McLean Hall, and this thing is still like, who's gonna win the most championships?
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the same boat. All right, what else do you wish you got asked about?
Oh, I don't know. I think those two are probably the main ones that I've.
So Coach Lanning said that he wished that I asked him more about movies. He's a big movie guy.
I'm also becoming a bigger movie and TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody asked me, actually. You know what? That's a good point. Nobody asked me, top movies of all time or like top TV shows of all time.
Top movies of all time.
I feel bad, but I just recently watched Shawshank Redemption.
Fabulous movie.
And I think that might be my number one of all time.
That's a great movie.
An unpopular one. It's hard to rank like top. I can kind of give you a top 10, but I think a sleeper in my top 10 is I have Jaws in my top like 12. And I kind of got attacked for that recently when I texted in a group chat. I was like, this might be unpopular because I saw it was re-releasing in theaters for like a few days in September. I was like, this might be unpopular, but I think Jaws is a top 10, top 12 movie of all time.
It set a standard for sure.
Yeah.
It's so Scott knows this. In my den, I actually have 6 rotating posters for movies.
Oh, really?
And so I change them out, based on like what's new or what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
Jaws is one of the posters that I change out, and every summer Jaws goes up.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
it
No,
has to
Jaws
be.
is a sleeper movie. And then TV shows I've tried to accomplish, watching some of the famous ones. So I watched Entourage.
Fabulous.
Probably 3 times through already. That one was.
But
a good
then
one.
don't watch the movie.
I watched the movie and I thought there were some funny one-liners, but
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
And then I think I watched Sopranos, great show. And then I watched Game of Thrones, great until I didn't mind the ending, but I thought they could have done a little bit better. But
They were a little rushed.
Yeah, they were a little rushed.
Yeah.
I'll say that. So I think those are my top 3 shows of all time, and then movies. It's hard to rank, but I'd say Shawshank Redemption's number 1, and then probably number 2, honestly, Dark Knight.
Great movie.
That's a good one.
I got a sleeper for you. It's another Christopher Nolan movie,
Okay.
The Prestige.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
The Prestige is one of the ones that was really good. Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Christopher Nolan. It's about magicians.
Oh, wow.
I would highly encourage you.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely watch it.
So we've made it 9.5 minutes,
Okay.
and we have not talked about football once.
I know. I love it. I could do this all day.
See, so this is like, Braden Swinson interviews Jeffrey Bossa, and he was like doing the football interview.
Yeah.
They didn't get into the other stuff.
Who are you? Yeah.
But this is what you guys talk about when you're not at practice.
I know. This is like, we talk about football a lot, but you gotta you gotta have some sort of escape. So just talking about stuff like this in the locker room's fun.
Great. Well, then I'm glad to say that we made it through an entire interview where I don't think Alex got asked a question that he's been asked before.
I know. Thank you. I applaud you for that.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good luck all season.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.